My name is Njuguna. I'm the CEO of Moneto Ventures that owns the savings and investment app by the name Tunzi. Yeah, so my journey in the fintech space has been an interesting one. One, in the sense that it requires a lot of learning. And two, because there's also a lot of regulation in the space. And then three, there's also the whole discovery journey that comes with operating in new markets. Yeah, so one of the first things we have had to do is to see how, in the regulation space, how you can get regulated, especially with any product that is touching on public funds or collecting public funds for investment. And then on the marketing side, the other thing we have realized is that for you to sell trust to the public, one way you do that is by showcasing a product that is regulated by the relevant regulators in that space. Our experience in the CMA Fintech Regulatory Sandbox has been very interesting. I would say one, it has been very smooth because being onboarded was very welcoming. The application process was straightforward. Where we didn't understand, we were guided. Then number two, we also got the sense of where you need to be in that regulatory sandbox. Largely because one, it allows you to test the solution in a limited capacity. And then number two, while doing that, people also get to trust in what you're doing. And then three, the other bit being eventually, once your product matures, you also get licensed in that space. My advice would be, one, for any product, as long as they are operating in any space that requires to be regulated, that's the first thing. And it's one way of selling trust. Anything touching on funds, and that's what most fintech products do. Being regulated sells trust. Then number two, I would urge them to make use of such opportunities like the CMA Fintech Regulatory Sandbox, because it allows you to test the product without necessarily having to go through the whole licensing procedure for you to be able to operate in that market. And I would encourage them because the team there is supporting, welcoming, and most of all, at the end of it, your product gains trust. Our experience has been good. We have had very good support from the onboarding stage to being guided on how to onboard, all the way to how we need to run our tests and the group we need to test with. And then the next steps after a successful test, how a scale up or going to market looks like. So all in all, the whole experience has been full of support. Yes, I would highly recommend it, because if you are operating in a regulatory space or in a regulated space, one, you need to sell trust to your users by showing that you are regulated. Two, so that you do it in a safe manner, especially with new innovations. Being in a sandbox allows you to do that, and in a very manageable way, where you don't need to meet a lot of requirements, such as a company that is getting licensed, but at the same time you're able to work within the confinements of regulation for you to serve your target market. We define Tunzi as a savings and investment app that utilizes behavioral psychology and gamification to guide users on how and when to save. For example, if you spend in a restaurant, the app will tell you to save. You can also save based on the performance of your favorite football team. If you support Arsenal, you can say you'll be saving every time Arsenal wins. So the way we have adapted our solution, one, was making use of what we have been guided in the regulatory sandbox on what we need to do for you to stay within the confinements of regulation. And then number two is also when you go out in the market and people question, is this product regulated? So it's also very key to show that you are regulated under the CMA. Thank you.